guys, it is April from Getting Hogo With It. Today I wanted to share with you a very exciting thriller haul. You know how much I am addicted to thrillers, and I've gone shopping a little bit, and I wanted to share with you the latest ones that I picked up. So let's get into it. So I wanted to start out with a book that I received from the publishers, and this came to me from HarperCollins, Canada. I was dying to read this, and when I found out it was on the way, I don't think I've ever gotten so excited before. This is Karin Slaughter's new standalone thriller called Pieces of Her. This comes out in August. And first of all, this is an arc and it is beautiful as a Scary Eye can be, but like it's got like metallic edges and I'm just so excited. So this is about a mother and a daughter relationship. It's quite complex. So this mother and daughter duo were out at a mall. So something very violent happened at the mall. The mom springs into action, and this daughter Andrea is just like, what in the world? I did not expect this from my mother at all. And apparently her mom had an entirely different life before Andrea was born, and all of that comes to light. I'm so excited to read this. It's going down soon, friends. It's going down soon. And I don't know how Karin Slaughter is able to churn out so many really good quality thrillers. Every year it seems like she's coming out with a new one. And they're all really quite chunky. Like this is 465 pages. So really impressive. I can't wait. Next, I went to a library sale and I found Good Me, Bad Me by Ali Land. This was all the rage last year, and this is about, it's another mother and daughter story. I don't know if there's a theme here. I wasn't intending for there to be a theme, but there seems to be. Millie's mother is a serial killer. Millie feels like she is the one who really needs to stop her mother from killing again, so she turns her into police. Now, her own life is quite layered and dramatic, considering that she was raised by a serial killer. She's also the star witness at her mother's prosecution, and she also has these feelings inside. She's worried that she might turn out to be just like her mother. So it sounds like she's like a kind of unreliable narrator, but also, I don't know, dealing with some pretty intense stuff. I'm so excited to read this book. I'm just so happy to have this on my shelves. I've heard such good things about this one, so hooray. I also picked up The Dry by Jane Harper. Now this is a thriller, but it's also a bit of a police procedural, I think. And I've heard very good things about this. You know that I struggle with police procedurals, so I am going into this a little bit hesitantly. But I saw this at a Value Village for a really good price, so I had to go ahead and get it. This is about a federal agent who has to go back to his hometown where a murder has happened. His best friend and his best friend's family have all been killed. And then he receives a note, and it says, Luke lied. Luke is his best friend. Luke lied. You lied. Be at the funeral. And he's swept into the secrets of the past, and it does sound really fun and really gripping. This would be definitely a good summer read, I think. So, and I think this is a series. This is the first in the series, so I am eager to give this one over. I also picked up The Perfect Stranger by Megan Miranda, and this is about a woman named Leah. She loses her job in Boston. She's got to get out of town. And so she runs into an old roommate of hers named Emmy, and they decide together they're going to move away and they're going to move to this small little town. They do it. Soon after they arrive, they find out there's a woman that looks uncannily like Leah, and this woman is left for dead. And then Emmy disappears, and Leah needs to figure out what in the world is happening here. It sounds really, really fun, and I'm very eager to pick this one up. I also picked up All the Missing Girls, also by Megan Miranda. I think this was her debut. And this is about the disappearance of girls. So we follow Nicolette. She's made a good life for herself out in Philadelphia. But she had a really difficult childhood because her best friend went missing. And she has discovered that more girls are going missing in her hometown. And what I find really cool about this book is that it's told backwards. So we start day 15 to day 1 trying to find out what happened to her best friend. And it does sound really, really fun. And I'm hoping that I really like this author because I've now got 2 of her books on my shelves. So hooray. Finally, I got 2 books that I have already read, but I absolutely loved and I wanted them on my shelves for sure. First up is Since We Fell by Dennis Lehane. I loved this book. Last year, I gobbled this up. I think I listened to it on audio. So if you need a good audio, this is a good one. And what's so cool about this book is that it feels like you've got 2 totally different storylines and then they interweave. So we start out meeting Rachel Childs. And Rachel was this amazing journalist. She would go all over the world, but sadly, she started to have major panic attacks, and slowly but surely she's unable to leave her home because it's just too hard for her. Luckily, she is married to an amazing man until she starts questioning him and who he is. I really thought this was fun, and I love reading Dennis Lehane. He's a great writer. So I have that on my shelves now, which I'm really glad for. I also got Pretty Girls by Karen Slaughter. I've talked about Pretty Girls so much on my channel, and I realized I didn't have a copy of my own, and that seemed ridiculous. So I picked that one up, and I'm very glad to have it. This is another story about a woman who doesn't fully know her husband and finds out secrets about her husband. In this story, this woman's husband is killed before her eyes. She's absolutely traumatized. And her husband's business partner writes her and says, you know, I need to get some things off of his computer. I still have to work the business. Can you please send them? And she is going through his computer to find these files, and she stumbles upon something she probably shouldn't have, that her husband has kept secret. Definitely the most gritty, most violent thriller I've ever read. So, warning if you're gonna pick this one up. So those are all of the thrillers that I've picked up lately. Let me know in the comments below if you've bought any thrillers lately and what they are. I would love to know, and I'll talk with you soon. Okay, bye!